now we are going into the moment that we've been waiting for, right? The pitch competitions. So we are going by the alphabet orders, and kicking us would be the first one, Akather. Edupops is the second, GraphicMiner is the third, Prep, ProtonX, and the last but not least, ZenKlass. So everyone in 1 minute for the pitch. Thank you.
Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you the organizer for me have a chance to share about our project today. So as you know, in the COVID-19 in 2021, the learning habits had changed from offline to online, and with theories is very okay, but how to learn practice. So it's very difficult. So that's why we build the experience education platform building on the metaverse space. So there are 3 pain points that we want to solve. The first one is limited practice condition. The second is limited practice time, and the last is limited academy productivity. And some other issue like safety, cost optimization, environment, and ethics is one of them, very important, most important. And our solution is we simulate the practice exercises on the metaverse space that can be practiced anytime, anywhere, in just 5 minutes to getting used to. So you can show here we build some model and 3D content and push it into a virtual environment, and the user and learner and teacher can through the iPad, the MacBook or something like a VR class, and they join into the virtual reality environment to learn together. And efficiencies is that is a get to 275% more confident to act on what they learn after class. It's faster for time than traditional e-learning on average, and 3.75 times more focused or connected than e-learner. And most important is the 10 times cost reduced compared to traditional model. So the e-learning market cap broadcast till 2026 is e-learning market is 400 billion. In that is the VR learning is the tech 33.5 billion. And what we want to serve the user is to 2026 is 500,000 user. And technology we apply is AR, VR, and XR. We use it Unity in 3CS, and we use blockchain for verify the user after they complete the course. So our competitor is ZenKlass VR, also in Precision OS, located in America and Europe. And customer insights, we focus on the level K-12 and high class, but at the right time we focus on the higher class in the university and some other science high technology. And the income of the user is more than $500 per month. And feature is a middle technology acceptable. And competitive advantage is experience implementing many VR projects with large corporations and mentored by LinkedIn expert. And deployment costs are many times cheaper than competitors. An editor tool who help educators can create VR lessons by themselves. The roadmap, we are in the step 2 with the build a large library VR lesson and advanced tool. And we deploy to some university and hospital in Vietnam. Yeah, user can learn it on multi-platform. It's me. My name is Đức, founder and CEO, and we have Letterman is a CPO, had more than 10 years with the Hill partner. Yeah, it's our professor council. Is many professor in the very famous in the. Yeah, it's a demo product. So could we click on the link? Click. So here's a demonstration about our product. Yeah, it's a fraud detection in the biology class. User can use the VR class to join this virtual environment. And after that, they can use the tool like a scalpel like this to cut down the daily fraud. And otherwise, other that they use a searcher and to cut the virtual and wrap the host into behind the side. Yeah.
Okay, time's up. Thank you for your presentation. So after each presentation, we will have a Q&A session of 3 minutes, so everyone in the room can have the questions. And so anyone has a question for the startup? And if not, I will ask like the one who asked so many questions for the startup, right? The investors. So yeah, Akbar, do you have anything?
Can you elaborate more on the market side that you are aiming for? We for example, you think we understand that you are aiming. We will starting with the big university, right? How much university? How many students? How much you think they are willing to pay for this kind of solution per year? That's my question.
So in Vietnam has the I remember that's the one 15 million user in Vietnam. So in so we work with some university in Bangladesh for 50,000 university, and we beautiful in many university like that. So we want to scale this into the wide from the K-12 to some science subject in the university, and I grow a tool for apply to many subject, and we want the user will pay for us is 200 per year per user.
200 million USD or 200,000?
$200 per user pay for me to access to the library.
I don't think 100% of the university or K-12 students were willing to use that. For example, there will be some, for example, some kind of university focus on healthcare, focus on some other kind that we use. I mean, not all let's say we have 50,000 university, right? That's the total market, but the addressable market, like your target market, it should be just, I don't know how many percent out of that 50,000 university. You got my question?
Yeah, I got it. So I will short answer analytics this, and I will send you after this. After this.
Because I think in our point of view, the total market size, how big this can be, is a really important question that we need to be convinced, right? We don't want to after our investment we realize that it's the biggest this company can get can only, let's say, some million revenue per month. We don't want that, right? So we need to figure it out before our investment, before your investment into the stuff. So I think it's a good start for you to take in to spend more effort on analyze the market.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we do this work. So we want to scale up into the Asia, not just in Vietnam. So I will do research it again, and I will give for more.
Okay, time's up. Thank you very much for the question from investors. So the answers from Akather. So the second one will be Edupops. So welcome Edupops to the stage.
Hi everyone, my name is Rish. I'm from Edupops. We are a social app with short videos for learning, so bite-sized videos for learning. Can I start? Yep? Okay. So our concept is to allow people to learn new skills with short, bite-sized videos. Can someone? Okay, I missed that. So just show of hands, how many of you have taken an online course? Any sort of online course? So probably everyone in this room, right? So I'm going to show you a number on the screen. Check. Not sure if it's working. Okay. Yep. So this is the number which concerns us the most, and this is the problem that we are trying to solve. Can anyone guess what this number is? 10%? Exactly. That's the average online course completion rate. So Udemy, Skillshare, massive open courses, Coursera, they're huge platforms, lots of money going in there, and the average completion rate is only 10 to 12%. And the biggest barrier to completion is the amount of time it takes to actually complete a course. Here's another number, which all edtech entrepreneurs have embedded in their minds, $300 billion. And that's how big the e-learning market is. And those two things don't go very well together, right? 10% completion rates. Also to add, the creator economy is a $100 billion market. And the reason why I mention that is because we combine e-learning and the creator economy to create something which is engaging, which is fun, which is short, bite-sized, and moreover something that everyone is already used to with their social media apps. Before I tell you more about Edupops, there's one more thing that I want to show you, which is 2.5 hours per day. Anyone who can guess what this is? That's the time that you have allocated to TikTok, right? So that's the average time a person spends on social media. So it's not the lack of time which is a problem, right? We have 2.5 hours a day to spend on social media, but people still say it's the lack of time that it takes to complete an online course. So this leads us to a few things which we believe very strongly at Edupops. We believe that the future of online learning is bite-sized, it's short, it's micro-learning, it's mobile, and it's social. So on the go, social with creators, with your favorite creators. So presenting Edupops, social learning with short videos, this is the current landscape. And you'll see billions of dollars around the three quadrants of this landscape. We have short videos for entertainment, where we have TikTok, we have Instagram Reels, we have Facebook, we have long videos for entertainment, we have long videos for learning, and we are coming up in this space. And this is a very new and exciting space to be in, short videos for learning. So there's Seco, which has recently raised $3 million from Sequoia, who's doing the exact same thing back in India, where I come from, but they are focusing only on Hindi content, so no English content there. We, on the other hand, are focusing on English content. So we are trying to capture the rest of the market. So with online course platforms, you'll find that they're often long. They're mostly paid. If you go on Udemy, you have to first pay. And they are mostly desktop-based. And then with social media, you have a lot of ads, distractions, and entertainment. So we are somewhere in between. And this is why this is the right timing for us. YouTube is going all in on shorts, Instagram on Reels, TikTok has EduTalks and Learn on TikTok, which has 150 billion views on their hashtags.
1 minute
but
left.
Content is not really made for learning. This is my team. Thuong here is my co-founder. Also we have Hugh, so we have the full team here. These are some of the mentors that we have on board. You might know some of these names already. And we are solving a big problem. So online courses are time consuming, social media is too noisy. On the other side, as a course creator, and I've been creating online courses for the past 6 years myself, the completion rates are low and the conversion rates are very low on social media. So you just go on the app as a user, select the topics you want to learn, and a social media style feed will be created for you based on the topics. You can also take courses, just like you have playlists on TikTok, on different topics that you want to learn about. 300 million people is the number of English speakers in South Asia and Southeast Asia, and that's our initial market. We already have 30,000 students from my previous courses on Udemy, Skillshare, and my Facebook group combined. So we're going to bring them on board. We've already onboarded 1,000 to 2,000 of these customers, and these are the creators who are creating content on Edupops. So some big names here, YouTubers with 1 million subscribers and so forth.
Okay, thank you very much, Pops. So let's go to the Q&A, right?
For the Q&A? Yeah. Yep.
First of all, thank you so much for the interesting pitch. And I'm Serene from Prep. And 2 questions I would like to ask. The first one is, how do you guys monetize? And the second one is that earlier you showed us the positioning of you guys in the entertainment values and educational values, and you guys put, can you go to that slide?
Sure.
So you put TikTok and Instagram, like, they don't have much educational values, but since I'm one of the users, I feel like I can just curate the users, the content creators.
Yeah.
I usually unsubscribe like people that I find uninteresting or don't serve my purpose. So how are you guys gonna migrate a large number of users to your platform?
Yes, so you can train the feed. You're trying to manipulate the feed, and we've spoken to users who try to do that. So they try to find the best creators on Instagram, but at some point the feed will get you back. It'll get you to ads, it'll get you to distractions. It's very hard to train the feed and just filter out all the entertainment value. Also, the educational content on TikTok is also based on templates that are made for entertainment. So we don't have music, dance. We do have talking head videos, so someone is talking, there are captions. We have gamification for learning, so there are other features that we are adding on to do that. But there's still a huge market of people who want to train their feed just like you are, who would benefit heavily from not having to unsubscribe from their family, friends, celebrities, or micro-influencers, and still be able to use the app. The other question was on the money, right? So we are a bit on the social media side, so we want to expand to get as many users as possible first. But then we do have plans of partnering with, we're not replacing long courses, by the way, so partnering with people like Udemy, Skillshare, Coursera, creators who have their own long courses. So this app gives you a taste of the course, and then you can actually go and buy the whole course. If it's a book summary, it gives you a taste of the book, and then you can decide if you want to buy the book or not. So we give you a taste with bite-sized content, but we don't replace long-form content because there is learning value in long-form content. So that brings us to the business model. Product recommendations for learners, product promotions for creators, a beautiful marketplace mix. Any other questions?
This will be the last question, and then we'll move on to the next speaker.
Sure.
Hello.
Yeah.
You say that your app is like a short video of some educational information, right? So don't you think it will be a bit challenging, like to put like whole content, a big content into just one short video?
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing, right? You have to be really good at the subject matter in order to summarize the content. And that's how we filter out the garbage from the real, actual good instructors. So if you know something, if you really have experience, then you can explain it simply to someone in very short sentences. But the less you know, the longer the content becomes. If you watch YouTube videos, which are 30 minutes, the first 10 minutes is an introduction about the creator. Right? The second 10 minutes is them trying to prove why they are the right people you should listen to. There's content hooks, there's this and that. We cut out all of that fluff and just focus on the real content.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Edupops. I think like very interesting sharing, right? And with all of your stuff that you said about like how we spend the time with social medias versus the time we spend with online courses, I think like everyone in the room, including me, are so guilty for that.
Right, so 2.5 hours per day, but still don't have time to finish online courses.
Okay, thank you very much, Edupops, and welcome to the stage, GraphicMiner.
I think I better stand here. I scan height. Our clip for our product. So we are GraphicMiner, and so manufacturer. We're focusing on toy industry and education. So you see here, these are physical toys, and you can play with the virtual characters. So you have a smartphone, right? And you can play with it. And basically, we're focusing on AR platforms. So the real toys you see over there, you can play with any games, you can learn, and you can learn with the robots and many different type of toys. So it's all about AR. So my name is Fu from GraphicMiner team. So it's my honor to present to you eco-friendly and smart AI animal toy kits. So why we do it? It's all about plastic pollution. Even in Marina Chan, the deepest known area on Earth, they found plastic jars. And based on the And based on the UN environment reports, the most plastic-intensive industry in the world is the toy industry. So why? Because of the main reason is children normally they get bored with new toys after 30 days, and new plastic toy is becoming toy waste, right? And it's not easy to be recycled. So even for me, a father, 8 years your son, I find very difficult to purchase a new toy for my son because I'm aware of plastic pollution. So I and my team we've been struggling for a while to introduce to you guys eco-friendly, cheap yet eco-friendly. Why is cheap? Because of the cardboard material. It can be recycled 100%. I mean, many times. This is what we can do it. It's kind of fashion term. I'm sorry. Right now we utilize AWS and Lambda with our own inventory, 3D model inventory system, so that the users they can talk with the robot, they can gain. Children they can learn, they can talk about human anatomy, mechanics, space station, any other subject. So we bring a kind of wide experiences. So I guess that many of you have children, right? And some of them they play with Lego. So the same experiences. Here, you assemble your own toy, okay? And then you play with it with your smart devices, right? And we got chances to meet with thousands of children, students, and teachers in Vietnam, in Korea. And the most common question from them is, they ask us, where are my games? I want to play games. Controlling the cardboard robot is boring. So we answer them quite easily. We don't make games, we create AR platform. So with the AR platform, you can play with the cardboard toy kit, and you can play with the existing plastic toy kit in the home. So hopefully you can reduce the uses of new plastic. So right now our team will provide free 3D model and animation for teachers and students to tell their own story, to tell their own science story. So I think the very first step for anyone to enter the metaverse is to digitalize the learning materials in unique and fascinating ways, right? Right now we have a couple of partners in terms of publishing our product, and right now we have more than 5,000 pre-orders, and we already sold out 200 orders. Yeah. So a couple of our traction right now, 500 3D model in our inventory system, a couple of views on TikTok and YouTube, and this is our revenue stream. And I think we already registered Vietnam Industrial Design Registration. Is granted and active right now. And we this year, just last couple of months, we finished registering our first patent with McKinsey, and we got chances to publish our work at the ACMC Craft and IEEE conference in augmented reality, one of a kind conference in human computer interaction and computer graphics. And a couple of our images in Vancouver, we got a lot of feedback from Vietnam Slowly as well. to improve our product. Yeah, and so that I think we set up an ambitious goal to launch 200K units for the first year of launching, and more than 1 million for the second year. Why we can do it? It's all about our mass production capability. Right now we have
Thumbs up. So thank you very much for the presentations. Very interesting product, right? So let's move to the Q&A.
There's a supplementary slide so you can ask any question.
Sorry, what is the unit economics of your product?
Yeah, so in compare with Lego, right now the Lego I think is kind of high end. Lego is like 300, 400 US dollar for the high tech toy, or more than 1,000 US dollar. But our team, we can reduce the cost like 1/3 or 1/5 or 1/7. So
yeah, I mean, for example, how many percent is your cost of goods sold? How many percent for marketing, sales, operation? How many percent for EBITDA? Directed, if you don't have the actual number yet.
So you mean that you're asking about the funding for the
Your unit economic, I mean, for example, you sell it for 100%, 100 USD product, right? So how many? Yeah, how many percent you will spend for the cost of production?
Yes, for marketing like 8%. For the cost for production is like 24%. So around the cost is around like 35%. Yeah.
So how many percent left for your net EBITDA?
Because we have a different types of product, different lines of product. So on average, lines is like we can some couple of products we can 4 times, I mean the profit 4 times from the cost. But in order to complete the assignment or assignment about EBITDA, I think we could be real. Yeah.
Any same product in the market yet?
Hopefully we have some kind of competitor. I hope next year maybe China they can enter. But in Vietnam, I think we have a kind of the advantage of the cardboard mass production. So the paper cardboard, even with our product, we have the ISO certificate to export our product. So it's all about the mass production. So our goal is like to reach like 20K units by the end of next quarter. I mean, next year. As our goal is like 20K units. So it means like 200K units per whole year.
Okay, I think that's enough for the Q&A sessions. Thank you very much for the questions.
Yeah. If you want to pre-order, just let me know. Yeah, we have different types of product. Yeah.
Thank you very much, GraphicMiner. And next one we'll have Prep.
Thank you. All right. Hello everyone, my name is Tu Fan from Prep.vn. So a bit about myself. My name is Tu Pham, and I've been an educator for 10 years. I've been a software engineer for 3 years, and I have a background in business management and things like that. So Prep, what is it? Prep is an online text preparation platform for self-learning, active practice, and interaction. So yeah, that's what we do and what we are. You guys have heard of the story about IELTS being postponed. All IELTS tests in Vietnam have been postponed in the past week, right? So it has sparkled a lot of public interest in the past week. And of course IELTS has been will be organized again soon, and the IDP has applied the permission from the Ministry of Education and Training already. But the thing I want to point out here is that test preparation has received a lot of public interest, and the interest would continue to rise. Okay, so that's the background for our talk today. Okay, so let's go. This is one of our students. His name is Thanh Phuong from Dong Nai province. He needs IELTS as an admission component for university, and he comes from a tier 3 city with a very little access to quality education. And in Vietnam, there 2/3 of the students are just like him. So that's a huge number in tens of millions. Okay, so Phuong picked up a test preparation course on Prep on our platform after seeing reviews from some key opinion leaders, and okay, it's after some time spending on Prep, he has achieved significant improvements. His GPA for the English subject at school has increased from 3.0 to 9.3 with a maximum of 10, you know that. And for the speaking skill, he gained 1.5 IELTS score, IELTS band score, after just 3 months using our virtual speaking room. So that's one of the features on our product today. And there is a fact that 6% of our customers today come from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, and they're not from Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh. Okay, so that's just a case study, right? We want to see, I want to show you a bigger picture with the two major challenges for the education market in Vietnam. So, sorry, not this yet. So the first challenge is the gap between learning access in the big city in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh and other regions, other provinces. And the second would be the lack of quality teachers and the lack of interaction between teachers and students. I give you I give you a number. That's a little bit okay. So on average, the actual speaking time of a student with a teacher in an English classroom in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh would be a little bit more than a minute on average per lesson. A minute. How do students improve with just 1 minute of actual speaking time with the teacher? That's impossible, right? And we really want to solve that. Okay, and in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, the actual speaking time is, I think, is 0. So, but we can change that using our technology. So, okay, so Prep today, there are 3 major components of it. Self-studying using like video lessons and exercises, things you can see on any other platforms. But in addition to that, we have virtual test rooms with instant scoring and instant feedback using AI technologies. Okay, a student like Thankfulong, he can enter, thank you. He can enter the classroom, the virtual test room for like anytime they want, for as long as he needs, and he can keep practicing until he gets the scores they want. And finally, at the end of the day, we do have essay marking by human teachers. We understand that today, with the greatest advance in technology, humans are still needed at some point. Okay, so this is like how big the market is for like various tests. Okay, so this is like where we are, all cities. Recently, we have gained more than $200,000 per month of revenue. So what is interesting here, I want to show you is the greatest leap from quarter 2, quarter 3 in 2022. Very recently, after we launched the virtual speaking room, we have doubled the revenue after just 1 month and triple that in the following month. So that's our current traction. And we have a lot, okay, so this is how it looks like, the virtual speaking room. And the marking, essay marking by teacher, and other traction. Yep. And for the future, we do believe that we have a lot of like prospect in the Vietnamese market.
All right, your time is
okay,
up.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So thank you for hearing me.
Now we move on to the Q&A session.
Okay.
Any questions for Prep? No questions? Then a VC, yeah.
Thank you for the really interesting presentation. Got a question. Do you plan on getting outside of Vietnam in the future? And if yes, then are there any interesting markets that you're looking at?
So thank you for asking. I was about to talk about that before anything. Okay, before the time was up. Yes, we do have an international plan. Because of the virtual speaking room and our new product, which is about to launch in the next few months will be the virtual writing room, will be the very important tools for learning English, not just for Sweden students, but also students of other countries where English is not spoken as the first language. So that will be the market of hundreds of millions of learners. And tools like that today are non-existent elsewhere. That's where we see the big potential. But to talk about the specific plan, sorry, I don't have any details. We are just thinking of it as an idea.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more question. There's any question? Do you want to
So,
say?
yeah, thank you again.
Okay, thank you. Thank you too. Right. So I think that was a really interesting pitch, and so glad to see that you guys already have a lot of traction and helping Tier 2 and Tier 3 city gain access to education. I think that's very, very important. Next, we'd like to invite ProtonX.
Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Ngọc, and really excited today to share my work at ProtonX. And so I think everyone knows that studying artificial intelligence is hard, right? You can see it's my offline class when students were answering mathematical questions, and it is even more challenging when learning online, right? Because the lack of interactions between teachers and students. So how do we solve that problem? We have been building an e-learning for AI platform that makes AI easy to study. And you can check out product at ProtonX.io. So because it is a learning platform, so we offer short videos streaming. See. And many types of quizzes from the multi-choice quiz, truthful quiz, and sequence quiz. Right? But what makes us different? We offer more. So we can see that the students can code and train the models directly in our system, and they can visualize all the data and the platform and the model directly on the browsers. And the strategic feature of us right now we are working on is the AI challenge. In AI challenge, students can participate and compete with others. And why it is very important features because we can learn from the student history and recommend valuable resources, especially videos, and they can learn from their mistake and improve their performance. Right? So here our recent user feedback when before using our AI platform, they had a concern about the learning only via videos and quizzes, but they had trained their minds. And we are focusing on AI skill for the industry. We are working with Google to train more than 125 students pass the TensorFlow exam. And TensorFlow is a library for AI, and Vietnam is the top 4 countries, and this is our impact on the community. And you can check the Google features on their blog. So beyond that, we have students working at Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and very important today, Amazon. Yeah. Yeah. She's follow our learning path, and she's working in NLP team, AI team at Amazon. So what do we sell? We sell content. We sell content to individuals and companies learning content, and we sell AI skill assessment tests for some companies want to create some enchant tests for the recruitment, I think. Yeah, we have competitors. We have competitors from traditional schools in Vietnam. In Vietnam, they even though they are using Zoom or Canva for teaching AI, we still have advantage of AI e-learning features I demonstrated above. Yeah. And our vision is anyone around the world has a chance to learn AI efficiently. It's our vision. Yeah, thank you for listening.
Wow, thank you so much. We actually still have 1 minute left. So we will give that to the Q&A session. Anyone got questions for ProtonX? Yeah.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. So my question is, what are the profiles of the learners on ProtonX? Are they already do they know a bit about computer science already, or can they be fresh?
It's quite diverse. They are students from university, and they are developers. They are working in the industry, and they want to build AI apps, or they want to train their careers.
And so you gave some examples of people that got jobs after completing ProtonX programs.
Yeah.
So is that is the value coming from the certificate side of things, or is it also you're helping them pass entrance exams? Or could you I guess talk a bit more about how you help people land jobs?
Yeah. Yeah. So some companies, AI companies in Vietnam, they have entrance tests for AI engineer. So it's pretty hard because they test so many skills from mathematics to coding. So we simulate the whole process, and users can join and compete with others, and we can recommend all the solutions to help them. By the way, we have the certificate, and for TensorFlow is very important, and I think this is the most popular certificate for AI developers, and everyone needs some kind of this to apply job.
Got it. So it's both the skill and the certificates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. I think we have one more question. Time for one more question.
Yes, I'm sorry if I'm not in IT industry, so I have 2 questions. The first question is what is AI for? What is it for? And the second question is, how big the market is in teaching AI on over the world, or if you have number in Vietnam?
So yes, you can learn AI because you can understand the user and help them to improve their performance. Like we can learn from the histories and recommend and help them. Is one example of AI. Yeah. And the next question is, I have done some research, and like Google Brain is a brain team of Google working on AI. They estimate the total market in around the world need around 1 million AI engineers. Yeah, and in Vietnam, as my experience, I estimate around 10 to 15,000 a year. It's my own estimate because I didn't find any information about this online. Yeah.
I am about we used to teach and because of the question about many others guys, how can they learn AI? So we have one female student, she got a recently in pharmacy, and she transformed herself into AI engineer, and she now she's a researcher in NIH right now. And there are many reasons why they learn. Yeah, I think this is about data. This is about understanding, better the users and the server. So I think about it's kind of one good example of AI engineering. AI engineer. What about your team?
We have only 3 members, one full-time and one part-time, and I built ProtonX from scratch in 1 year. Yeah, and we keep working on some AI resource and some AI products, and we keep reading papers and apply AI to the market. Yeah.
Right, thank you. Let's give a round of applause for ProtonX. It's so nice to see that you two are already bonding and the edtechs are all supporting each other. So right, let's give a round of applause for our last speaker today. We have ZenKlass. Hey.
Hi everyone, my name is Vincent. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ZenKlass. We are building an education platform that is easy to use like documents and as powerful as a custom app. Digital education is a chaotic process. The pandemic has shown that many schools around the world were unable to deliver their offline learning programs to online effectively. In Vietnam, 80% of our lecture centers had to close and so stop operating due to the pandemic. So why the process is so challenging? So according to Learn Platform, the average number of edtech tools that US educators and learners use in one school year is about 140. That is a lot of tools. The fragmented of teachings and learning materials take away the focus of both the educators and the students, and information and knowledge become scattered. They get lost in the swarm of tools. An inflexible of collaboration online also undermine the effort of building an inclusive learning environments and thus impact student engagements. And unlike traditional classroom, teachers are unable to feel or gauge the student performance. So it's making it impossible for them to allocate the right resources or the right attention to the student that need them the most. And because of the both reasons, many students feel left out and deem that online education is not effective. At least that's what my 13 years old niece told me. So ZenKlass was created with a mission to innovate learning solutions for a wide range of educators and learners. We want to take online education to the next level by making it more engaging, efficient, easy, and accessible to everyone. So as a first step, we create a collaborative educational platform for educators and organizations to create and deliver their online and blended learning program effectively and efficiently. So the heart and soul of our platform is actually our collaborative document workspace we call it ZenDocs. ZenDocs was born with a vision in mind to consolidate all the learning materials and teach your favorite tool in one workspace. So we support multiple types of learning materials from PDF, PowerPoint, images, video, and audio. You can run the PowerPoint on our platforms, and with a built-in rich text editors, you can edit your information and organize it in the way you like. We also embedded third-party tools. Right now it's only YouTube, but we're looking to embed in Kahoot as a gamification factors in our platforms. It makes educators to have an easy way to create rich and easy to consume content for the target audience. ZenDoc is also created with collaboration in mind, with hence flexible sharing and permissions and real-time editing tools. Each ZenDoc, once created, can be saved as a template and reused for multiple purposes. For example, doing course flows, assignments with our quiz blocks, and test bank and curriculums, etc. So beyond the tools provided, we also give our educators an actionable insight with built-in data analytics and visualizations, so that they can easily track their student progress and measure teaching strategy effectiveness. At the end of the day, we all want to give our learners a better chance of achieving their learning outcomes. The global learning mass system has increased quite faster pre-pandemic and expect to grow to $60 billion by 2028. We target the small and medium enterprise segments, and we hope to achieve 1% by that period. Global education spending is also exceeding to $400 billion in 2025, and that's still only make up of 5.5% of the total $7.3 trillion of total global education market. So there's a lot of opportunities and spendings in this segment. So our initial target markets is Vietnam. We target freelance educators and language, small and medium language and coding center first. We choose Vietnam because we are a very educational focused culture, young populations, and the COVID has accelerated the rapid adoption of technology and online learnings. According to Vietnam Edtech Report 2022, our Vietnam Edtech market is valued at $5 billion by the end of this year, and actually one of the fastest e-learning growth in the world. We have a scalable subscription business model for our users from personal, small teams, and organizations. Our value proposition compared to our competitions right now is in its flexibility of content creations, deep collaboration, and also data relevance. Our team, so we are a group of diverse people with a business background, technologies. My co-founder is a technology background. We also have an experienced product owner on our team and a young talented software engineer team. We are driven by the idea that technology can bring greater access of quality education to a large number of people around the world. 100% of our platform is being built in-house, and we're looking for 125,000 pre-seed capital investments to fast-track our product launchings and go-to-market strategies. We're also looking for educators and organizations to be our partners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vincent. So let's move on to the Q&A. Does anyone have questions for Vincent?
Okay, thank you for such an interesting and I have a question that I see that your customer persona that you serve is both B2B and B2C. So I want to ask about your organizational chart, which means does your team have any team that in charge for customization of an app that serves for the basic need of the B2B customer? Thank you.
So we are actually partnering with a few education organizations right now as our design partners. So we design based on our vision of the product as well as their need in terms of managing their branches, right? So one of them is have 2 different branches of English centers. So we're building a platform that they can have an admin account, teacher's account, and student account. So different role will have different level of administrations. And regarding to customization, is actually going back to our ZenKlass. Yeah, so ZenKlass is the heart and soul of our products. So if you want to customize on how to manage your attendance, you can do it here with our attendance blocks. So it's quite flexible in terms of create content and managing your report assignments. So if you go deeper in what kind of administration's level, I can explain it a bit better.
Sorry if this is a little bit straightforward, but I don't see much unique selling point from some Notion template.
Right, so it's a very good question. So I'm glad that you realize it's very similar to Notions because we take the inspiration from them as well. We love it. My life right now is living on Notions, right? But we do Notions, but for educations. Notion is a collaborative and project management platforms. When you upload a file on Notion, like PowerPoint, they don't allow you to visualize it, like run it on it. We do. So when you upload PowerPoint on our platform, you can actually go with it. And on PDF as well, we also have built-in editing tools. You can annotate on PDF, meaning comments, upload video on top of a PDF. We found it useful for actually myself. I love to study PDF, and I usually comment on the line on the PDF file. And it for all users, it helps them to explain the concept easier for the learners. And you can actually tag. We are planning to use tag as well. So like if you have a question on a PDF sentences, you can as a learner, you can tag the teachers and ask them, so they will receive notifications. And they comment and then review their questions there and then can reply directly too. But yes, I can show you the annotation part later, but the tagging is coming.
Alright, thanks so much for the questions, and also thank you so much ZenKlass for presenting. Right. So I think right now we have come to the end of the pitch competition and our event. But before we go, we would like to give a token of appreciation and a little flowers for our presenters. So can we invite all of them up again? Thank you. Can we have the founders come out on stage and then we'll give the flowers. And then also for the audience members, please stay back for maybe just 5 minutes. We'll take a event photo. So yeah, please don't be shy. So, I think it's very rare for guys to receive flowers, right? So it is. No, so it's good. This is a good chance for more men to receive flowers. It's a right. So this. Okay, well, that's being read. So once again, we just want to thank all of our Edtech-preneurs who have pitched today. And we just come, I think AWS and CMC, we really thank you guys for coming, and we can't wait to support all of you through the different benefits. So for AWS, We'll be providing our benefits through the AWS EdStart program, which has 4 pillars of benefits. Number 1, through the financial support of up to 50,000 USD in credits. Number 2, our go-to-market strategy for you guys. So I'm based in Singapore and cover the whole region, so we can talk further and talk about how you can expand internationally. Thirdly will be the technical support. We have our team of solution architects to support you technically if you need anything. And of course, to join our EdTech community of other EdTechs already in our program in Vietnam and the region. And CMC will also be giving up to 1,000 free migration services, including assessment of your architecture review, deployment support, and any simple workloads no more than 5 man-days. They will also be giving any free AWS cloud training, and they can help to organize an immersion day, and free 2-month trial of AWS Direct Connect will be given to all the startups today. So another round of applause, and let's give them a round. Okay, maybe let's take a photo together. The CMC boss. And Haley as well. Yay! We can invite the investors to come as well. Okay. Thank you for asking all these questions.